Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. This time it's a fragrance which I've had in my collection for almost 9 years. And I'm surprised I haven't reviewed it. It is Bleu de Chanel Original EDT. Released in 2010, this fragrance started the trend of blue fragrances which became so popular that every single house, almost every single house, came up with their own adaptation of blue fragrances. So this is in a way a trendsetter. This is in a way a revolutionary fragrance. Although I didn't like it. And that's the reason since 2012 I've only worn about 15 ml. I don't know whether you can see the level of the juice. 15 ml maximum. And every time I've worn this fragrance to a place where there are lots of people, I've gotten a compliment, which is bizarre. Bearing in mind I don't like this fragrance. I do like this fragrance when it's really hot, and today it was about 30 degrees. It was sweltering, and I put this on and I went to the town center, had a walk around, just wanted to, get away from my workstation, and I was enjoying it. So let's start with the spray. Look at the atomizer. I mean, Chanel. Wow. Okay, it is a very hot and warm evening at the moment, and it smells absolutely fantastic. The reason I didn't like it, and I still don't like it, is because it's got this odd combination of mint and incense with a very sharp citrusy grapefruit, and it's really odd to my nose. Still is. But I begin to enjoy it in its mid to late dry down. So how does the fragrance start? It's got a very sharp, bubbly grapefruit with lemon, and there's ginger, and there's incense. But they're in the later stages, but you smell it straight away. Ginger, grapefruit, lemon, mint, incense. Extremely odd combination. And it has this sour sharpness to it, a little bit of sweetness to it. It's really, befuddles your mind as to what you're smelling. What is it? And this is probably Jacques Polger's most adventurous creation in terms of Chanel's. And that's how it is. This is why it's so popular. It's got loads of ISO super because you can smell that sourness to it. So mint, sweetness, freshness of ginger, freshness of grapefruit, lemon, lesser extent, and ISO super, ginger, and nutmeg as well. If you spray it on your shirt, you'll smell the nutmeg in its mid stages. So it's sharp, slightly sweet, very aldehydic as well. Chanel, known for its aldehydes. And this is my favorite one. Parfum, love it. This is absolute niche quality fragrance. And I've done a full review maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But I never quite got hold of what is this about. But I still get loads of compliments wearing this, not this, right? I get some compliments, but this is a major compliment magnet for me. So today I really enjoyed it because it's so hot that this fragrance just shines in heat. And then that mint combines with jasmine, floral jasmine. Beautiful, delicate floral jasmine and ISO super to create this magical, velvety kind of a silhouette of a fragrance. This is a very thin fragrance, very thin veneer, but sharp. I love the dry down. Why? Because it's got this Chanel DNA sandalwood, synthetic sandalwood, but it's very soft and mushy, sort of huggable. And this is why I think women love this fragrance, because of that softness, yet brashness to it. Confident but soft, that sort of fragrance. And that sandalwood is combined with a beautiful vetiver sandalwood. I'm not getting that at the moment, but when it dries down, you get that beautiful vetiver sandalwood mixed with a little bit of patchouli, a little bit of warmth of labdanum and clean musk. It's a base heavy fragrance, and that's why I really enjoy the dry down of this fragrance. But most people will tell you that they get the compliments in the very first hour, because that's when this fragrance goes and reaches out to people, really projects hard. The fragrance has a little bit of sweetness as well in its dry down. I think it's coming from sandalwood. So it becomes from sour to gentle, soft, sweet a little bit sweet, sandalwood, vetiver, patchouli combination. It's really nice, very warm and nice. So, odd to smell first, and then very lovable, very huggable. And that's, I think, is the reason for the success of this fragrance, and that's got to be the number one pro. Upsides and downsides. This fragrance is going to be a serious compliment magnet if you really like compliments. My story. The first time I got a compliment from this fragrance really shocked me. I didn't like this fragrance. I bought it. I don't know why, but I wore it to work. I was experimenting it, and it's very old memories. I'm talking about 2012 autumn time, and there was this lady at work. We didn't get along, but she actually complimented me behind my back, and my friend came and told me, at least she likes your fragrance. So that's when I knew that there's something about this fragrance that people really admire, and women especially. The second one was on my face. I was queuing up to pay for my grocery shopping when there was a lady behind me. We were chatting about stuff, and she suddenly says, "I'll follow you anywhere because you smell so good." And I was like, you got to be kidding me, because this fragrance is not my favorite. And she was like, "What are you wearing?" I told her what I was wearing. This is early days. So these are my two experiences of, I live in a country which is quite reserved. You don't get unsolicited compliments. And there's been many other occasions when friends, females, they've come and said, "I smell absolutely brilliant." And I could not believe it, because I don't like this fragrance. At least now I do, but then I didn't. I very, very occasionally. And that's got to be the number one pro of this fragrance. If you like compliments, this will get you a compliment. Number one. Number two, it's a Swiss Army knife kind of a fragrance. It smells exactly amazing in every weather, but summer it's the best time to wear it because it just shines in summer. But you can wear this in winter, autumn, spring, summer. Very versatile. You can also dress it up, dress it down, right? Depending on the number of sprays. And number three has to be the value for money. See, the thing is, when you get complimented on your fragrances, you suddenly realize that the money was worth spending, especially if you love compliments and recognition. For those people, and those people are majority, they wear fragrances, they're making an effort, they want to be recognized. I'm not in that category, but I'm speaking for the masses here. The value for money comes to the fore when you get complimented, left, right, and center about Chanel, and Chanel's don't come cheap. So value for money for this fragrance is tremendous. You will get recognized. Now the downsides. Performance, for me. This fragrance does not last on my skin for more than 4 or 5 hours. Maximum 6. I've tried it many times on my shirt, on my skin. I stop smelling this fragrance in about 5 hours. And that can be a deal breaker for some people. It won't last on you for the entire day. That could be a deal breaker. The other one, if you don't like synthetic smelling fragrances, this is out and out synthetic. It's sharp, it's rough around the edges, it's brash, it's overconfident, very loud. For the moment it lasts. It projects very well. The sillage is also okay if you spray it on your clothes, but the longevity is the problem on my skin. So, seasons. I covered seasons, age groups. This is 20 plus. Easily. If you're a youngster, if you're looking for mid-level compliment magnet that smells really posh and expensive, Bleu de Chanel EDT, you can't go wrong. I've covered compliment factor. I've covered, personality. Now let's talk about that. See, this will be liked by people who like Aventus. Aventus and Bleu de Chanel have one thing in common. That is, they're very confident fragrances. In fact, almost borderline obnoxious. At least this is, to my nose. Yeah, obnoxious in the sense it's very sharp, it's impolite, it's brash. Yeah, so that's one low downside. But then when you're in your 20s and you're just finding your feet, if you're a confident sort of a bloke, you might sometimes come across like that. But if you don't test your limits, how would you know your limits, right? So Bleu de Chanel sort of plays around with that danger zone. Can be. So don't wear it to your interviews. If you're just applying it just before the interview, you might upset somebody. So you've got to be watchful where you wear it. Wear it in a social setting. Summer, social setting. This will shine because you'll get recognition, people will love you. It has that party vibe as well. So don't wear it to work or an interview. Work is fine, interview probably isn't fine. First date, yeah, if you're a 20-year-old going for your summer date, first date, definitely. Very, very outgoing kind of a fragrance. Depends on your personality as well. Even if you don't have outgoing personality, you should have this because it'll help you open up a conversation. Women love this fragrance, I'm telling you. So absolutely, if you're in the game, you should have this in your collection. Marks out of 10, I'm going to give it an 8. 8 out of 10 because of its huge compliment factor. The ability to pull compliments is tremendous in this fragrance. 8 out of 10. Hope you enjoy the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.